Hey, this is Paul from G-Shocker. After my review of the GW-BX5600, a lot of you had questions that I didn't get to. So in this follow-up, I'm going to run through the main ones that came up. Question 1, how bad is the backlight? This is an important one to cover, and so I'm going to cover it first. So after wearing it day to day, I actually quite like it, way more than I expected. It's not the brightest, which was my initial complaint, but at night it gives a soft glow instead of blasting your retinas, and the time is still easy to read. Plus, a gentler light means better battery life, which is always a big win. Question 2, how loud is the beep? It does the job, and it'll probably wake you up unless you're one of these people that could sleep through an earthquake. So as you can see, or as you will see, it's comparatively louder than the GW-M5610. So this is the BX5600. And this is the GW-M5610. I'm not sure how the mic's going to pick that up, but the BX5600 is a fair bit louder. Let's see if we can do a side-by-side test. So I'd say this is twice as loud as the GW-M5610. It's always been a bit of a gripe of mine with that model, is that the beep just hasn't been loud enough, so this seems to fix that problem nicely. And for those of you who are wondering, this is what the alarm sounds like. That would definitely wake me up, although I am quite a light sleeper. So question 3, can you change the font from the watch itself? No, not directly. You'll need the Casio app to do that. And for most people, it'll be one-time set and forget. So unless you completely hate apps, then it shouldn't be much of a hassle. Question 4, does it support multiple languages? So initially I thought this did, but after going through the settings again, there is absolutely no way to change the language either via the watch directly or via the app. I'm not sure why Casio chose to omit this, but yeah, unfortunately, English is the only language, at least currently. This could be possible to be updated via a firmware update via the Bluetooth, but time will tell. Question 5, is Bluetooth a security risk? So the short answer, no. The Bluetooth chip stays off unless you connect it yourself, for example, by holding down the mode button, but ultimately, the Bluetooth chip stays idle. There's no Wi-Fi or other network access. There's no way to turn this on remotely. As far as I'm concerned, there's absolutely no security risk whatsoever with the Bluetooth chip. Question 6, is Bluetooth a drain on the battery? So it does use power when it's actively connected, but for most people, that'll be few and far between. When it's sitting there idle, there's absolutely zero battery drain and you'll be absolutely fine. Question 7, is the MIP display really that good? In my opinion, absolutely. The visibility is excellent in all sorts of light. The screen's sharper than the older LCD squares. The viewing angles are a big step up. Now it does refresh a little bit slower, which can affect things like the stopwatch, but Casio have optimized the software to handle that. So yeah, all in all, in my opinion, the MIP display is significantly better than the older LCD style watches. Question 8, the MIP screens drain the battery. Actually, it's quite the contrary. So classic LCD screens constantly refresh, which draws power. The memory in pixel holds the image without needing the same refresh cycle, so it's actually better for battery life. Another big win for the MIP. Question 9, can you check the battery level on the watch itself? No, unlike the GW-M5610, which has an indicator, there's no way to check the battery level on the watch itself. However, you can check it via the Casio app. And question 10, does the watch have a screw-down case back? So no, not on this model. However, the upcoming BZ5000 series, it's going to be an all-metal design with a screw-back case, if that's something that you're set on. The BX5600 just has the typical 4 screws on the back. So that's pretty much all of the questions covered. This has been Paul from G-Shocker, and I'll catch you in the next one.